Welcome back to Memoriapolis, this new game in early access that is really good. I think there is a lot of potential there. It's not finished, but there's a lot. I do suggest you buy it. You can find the Steam link in the video description below. This is not sponsored or anything, right? But yeah, in the previous episode, in the first episode, I tried to show you a bit the basics of the game. We have over here our ancient camp. We've already improved it to level 2, which has expanded a bit our radius of construction. We're gonna want definitely to get to level 3 soon. This is 300 people. It's also a bit more resource than what we have, including wooden beams, which we haven't started to make. But yeah, we're gonna want to get there. We've also started, to have a couple of districts. We started our first cultural building, the arena over there, which has transformed some of those districts into spatial districts. So if you look over here, this is a normal district. It has 47 people and no culture attached to it. Versus this one now and that one, they are military districts. Why? Because there is a military building next to it, right? The good thing with them being military district is that soon we're gonna be able to have military factions move into those districts, and factions are really key. So the mission now is to get 4 districts. So we have 2 there with military. We're gonna want to get probably this building there, somewhere over here, to try to get, or maybe there, to get these ones. I do want to check quickly how food is doing. So our food is really touch and go, right? Because we're producing 25, we're consuming 24. As soon as we start getting a few more people, it's gonna get into negative. So we should build a new farm. The question is where? I don't want to build a huge one. I also don't want it to be too close to my city. I think we're gonna have to put it maybe over there. Somewhere over here, I think is gonna be good. It's gonna create a road from here to there, which is pretty straight road. I think it's fine. And we're again going to not put too many farms, because I will want to delete those farms in the future when we have a bigger city, put them a bit further away. Maybe over there, for example, is a good space. We still have enough stone in the quarry. We still have enough wood in both of my woodcutter, so all good there. Cool. So yes, let's unpause the game. Don't hesitate to tell me if you have any questions, but to recap, indeed we have cycles. It's almost like minutes, right? We are at cycle 100 now, and we have 1250 cycles in the Antiquity. Then we're gonna have to move to the medieval age. So let's go. I want to get this one, which require actually quite a few workers. So we're not ready for it. What could we be doing in the meantime? We do have quite a bit of blueprints, so that's good. Where's my blueprint maker already? Over here. The architectural office is there. We may want to upgrade that one soon too, but we can't yet. And we may want to build also a surveyor cabin somewhere over here soon. But there's too much wood in this. Too much wood everywhere. I don't think actually it's a good idea. Maybe the only thing we could be doing is having another camp, but it is basically the same place. Could we potentially upgrade the camps to cut the wood a bit faster? The only problem is it's gonna create more disturbance, so reduce the attractiveness of my city, but it could cut those trees a bit faster. So let's check it out. The production, upgrade the cutting camp. It is 200 stone, but maybe that's a pretty good one because it's gonna increase the yield. So let's go, let's unlock it. While we're here, let's also look at the services. We unlocked the first 2 services at the end of the previous episode, the Aureum and the Massilum. This is basically a market. This is going to enable us to trade with other cities, and this is, how do you call it? This is basically control Q in Anno 1800. This is going to give us access to all of the production statistic and storage of the city. It does require a bit of clay, but I think we should unlock it. And then when we're ready, we can build it. Okay, so this farm here is starting to build some field. That's great. So our production of food now is going back up. Perfect. We also have right now 21 workers. That's perfect. That's exactly what we needed for this cultural building, which is actually not that big. So let's try to fit it nicely over here. Maybe we can rotate with X and Z, and you can also press Shift to rotate very small increments. I think over here that's working well. It's going to create, you know, basically a road on the other side. And similar to when we built the arena, we have a default bonus, in this case health, and then we can choose another one. So we're gonna choose, you know, one of those three over here. Let's go with belonging first. Gonna take 10 turns, and we definitely want to start also unlocking some of the other cultural buildings. Maybe the ceramic workshop. Oh, we don't have enough blueprints. Oh yeah, I'm low on blueprints. Okay, should we build another blueprint maker then? I cannot. I'm limited to one right now. Okay, so I guess we just have to wait a bit. I mean, again, we're only at cycle 120, so we have time, but still. Let's give it a second for those things to be built. And we're gonna see the impact here. We should get those 2 districts to become commerce district, and we should finish chapter 4. And done! We have now unlocked a few new buildings, the carver and the carpentry. This is going to be the first start of production chains, because we're gonna take the wood and transform it into wooden beams, or we're gonna take the stone and transform it into rubbles. We have also access now to the ramparts. Now that was a big mistake I made in the live stream. Is if you look over here at those ramparts, they're going to give us a great bonus. Faction inside will pay 15 more taxes and produce 15 more culture points. So that is great, right? The problem is not that. The problem is that once you've built them, they are there. You can't delete them, you can't move them, and so you have to be really smart on where you put them. What I did last time was basically the worst, I think, that I could have done. Because I did a bit something, let's say something like this. Or maybe even worse like this, let's say. I did something like this, which was, there was just a bit of space here, and then I could never build anything. This was like too small to put a building, but at the same time waste this space, right? If you put it like this, then at least, you know, there is a bit of space. Still, you may quickly get into a problem where you're like, okay, I want to build something there, but it's too small. But still, this is not too bad. The only problem with this is that it costs a lot. I think what we could be doing though instead is to actually do the opposite and go super close like this, or maybe just a bit more like that. Because here there's already, you know, this is basically already built, maybe even like that. This is already built, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to build more things there, right? On the other hand, now I can build new things outside without any problems. But all of these districts at least now will get the bonus. So I think this could be good. Obviously, there's also another small thing too, which is the bigger you build it, the more wood it's gonna cost. So this is also why, you know, I can't really do that, as this is almost 800. The good thing though is we will be able to rebuild more ramparts in the future. I think it's for each time you upgrade the your center, you're able to build a new one, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen it written anywhere, so if you have, don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below, but I think that's what's happening. So again, I think this is a good thing. Let's do it. Let's build some rampart. And we're also going to now get a first faction. Look at this. This is a faction. We have 24 turns to accept or refuse. I think right now we don't, oh no, we have a choice. In the tutorial, you did not have a choice, you had to accept. Here we can refuse if we want. So there's a couple of different things, and to be honest, I'm not 100% sure of all of the details, but what we know is that if I accept a faction, I get 25 cultural points. Remember, this is what we talked about at the end of the last episode. I'll show you in a second after to remind you. We also know that this faction is going to start producing cultural points and may also start giving us some taxes, depending on if we want to tax them or not. This faction will arrive with a trust level of 50, so it's like neutral. And this faction actually likes two other factions called the Praesidum and the Talianum. And this faction is called, by the way, the Germans. So that's pretty much it. They're going to give us some bonuses. They're going to take, they're going to start living somewhere. Sorry, let me put that somewhere. So they're probably either here or there. No, they're here. So they took residence into this district, right? Now, we have to be careful though, because other factions are gonna want to go into the other district and they can start fighting together. So we do have to be careful, but for now, there is not much we can do. I got another mission here of fortifying the city. But I think, yeah, we're already doing it, so hopefully we will win it. And then the next mission is to actually get to level 3 for city center. And then we'll be able to test, I guess, if I'm able to build another rampart at that time. We do need some beams, so we may want to start the beams. Before we do this, I promised you I'm going to remind you about the cultural influence. So this is what's over there, right? Because we have accepted one faction, we have 25 points. You can see it at the bottom, right? Welcome one faction, 25 points. We are also going to start making cultural points of the military order, and then we can start investing them. Okay, so let's take this out. We are still fine on food, right? Yes, not too high, but we're fine. So we should probably do that service later on. I think first I want to unlock a couple more of these. One, cultural buildings we've unlocked now level 2. These ones, will cost more to unlock, will cost more to build, but will also provide more bonuses. Right? The attraction, for example, of this one is 350 versus the attraction of that one was 300. But more importantly, the ceramic workshop only gives 2 satisfaction, 175 and 125. This one will give 3. 150, 100, 100, and 350 of attraction. I don't think we're gonna go for that one right away though, because it's a lot of resources. Let's go more for the ceramic workshop to get us started. There is also this evolution thing there. This is more advanced topic. We'll talk about it in the future. Okay, so yeah, we need 20 workers. A bit low on workers, definitely. Don't hesitate, of course, to tell me if you have any questions in the comments below, anything I didn't cover in the previous episode, or that you saw somebody else do and you have questions about it. But here it is. Rampart has been built. In the future, in the next age, we're going to be able to also upgrade it in the middle age into a basically stone one, right? There is this important element there of currently not implemented into the game, the barbarians attack. It seems like in the future they do want to implement also some sort of military. I think it will probably be quite simple, but still, it's good to see it. Okay, I would love to get more people in, but to get more people in, I need to have more attractiveness. Oh, we are starting to get into negative for esteem and creativity, which means we have more people that are unhappy than people that are happy. So we get a maluses, right? So for example, this one here, blueprint production minus 15, that's definitely not a good one. We need to try to solve this. Hopefully, the ceramic building is going to give us health, but I can choose at least a second one, potentially the creativity. Where should we build it? So over here, these 2 districts are commercial district. This one has nothing. These ones are military, and this one is also military. So I guess we're gonna build it over here. Let's go. No, that's the wrong one, sorry. The ceramic workshop. I'm thinking maybe we go and put it over here somewhere. So how can we rotate and to fit it? There is the market, there is the road, there is the rampart. I think there is a way. Or maybe over here. This is where it is a bit like puzzle. I saw some green for sure. Okay, here it is. Not too bad. Not too bad. So we said we definitely want some creativity. Let's go. And then we should probably take one that will give us esteem and creativity. So let's go check back over here. Which one will give us that. Maybe politics is creativity. And then we can put esteem. So we can unlock that one. Let's go. I do need more districts too. So we need more people. Maybe we need to accelerate the time a bit, to be honest. I've been, pausing a lot. I've been very slow. And maybe we want also more surveyor cabins to start expanding our city. Like, I'm thinking if we can get over there, that'd be pretty good. Over here. That's a good question. Let's start building some. Okay, one over here, for example. Does it take workers? Oh, it does take 2 workers to keep it alive. We can pause it though, right? To not have those 2 workers working, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we are at 6 workers when it's working. Pause it, we'll move to 8. So that's good. When you don't need it, you can pause it. So this one will expand this side. And then we can put one more. So I'm trying basically to create one mine on that side, so that the mine is far away from the city and doesn't create negative thing. Okay, something like this. Hopefully the mine can fit here. If it doesn't, maybe on this side. I mean, this road was already there before. I didn't choose it, so not like I had a choice. We can already test it, I guess. It seems fine. We'll see as soon as this is built. Otherwise, maybe on that side, but it's a lot less stone. Okay, what else are we supposed to do? Oh, we're supposed to get this upgraded. Oh, I forgot that we needed wooden beams. Nobody told me anything in the chat. The production, we have 2 new ones. You can click directly there to get to them. The carpentry is the one we want. 500 blueprints. Okay, we're in trouble. We're not making enough blueprints. We're not making enough blueprints. Should we? No, we cannot build even another one. And to upgrade it, we need these resources we don't have. That is bad, ladies and gents. That is bad. Don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten this one. But anyway, we're gonna want to make a forum, right? Very soon to get esteem high, and maybe creativity a bit higher too. At least these ones are really good. This one is not too bad. Okay, so let's see when we get 19 people. I've paused the game, that's why. So 1 turn and we can check our quarry now. Yeah, it can fit there. That's great. That's great. So what we'll do is maybe how much would it cost to delete it? So it would take us 200 and what? Is that because I don't have enough people? I think it's because I don't have enough people. Enough workers right now. Because that seems like a lot of gold. I definitely wouldn't do it with this amount of gold right now. So we're going to keep it there. And we're fine on stone. I'm not going to create another one. If anything, I think it's more, we should get more wood. Oh, we found a ruin over here. Okay, so let's see. The ruin, we can either demolish it and gain some resources, or we can repair it and then it's gonna transform into something. We don't know what it's gonna transform into. The reality is, this is usually gonna be something like a cultural building. And I think if it was more kind of around here, I would definitely keep it. Like, is that a ruin there maybe? I would definitely keep it because I think my city is gonna expand there. But for this one, unless I make... No, I'm not gonna make this my medieval center. I think we're gonna make this my medieval center. So yes, we're going to actually demolish it. It's gonna give us some nice resources that we don't even have right now. So let's definitely do that. Speaking of this, we should make sure to get access to those resources. So where is the sand and the clay. There is some over here, some over there. Oof. It's not that easy. Not that easy. We could definitely get some clay, not too hard there. And I guess we're gonna have to go there for the sand. So let's go. Because these are gonna be important resource for sure. How many proximity? Oh, I can only have 4. But I think as soon as we upgrade, we'll be able to get more. So we want to get to 500 of these by making a forum as soon as possible. Go for it. I mean, right now we can pause these ones actually. Pause this one. Pause that one. It's fine. Why can't I pause it? I don't know. Forum. Let's go. Where are we gonna put the forum? I guess we're gonna put it more on this side. Seems pretty good there. Okay, so we want esteem and we want creativity for sure to get them into nice positive. Okay, so let's build this. I don't want to play in like 3 speed just because of how we have limited time, but at the same time, I guess you may be thinking this is a bit too slow, and if so, do tell me in the comments below. I also want to make sure you know that I cover all of the basics. You can click there to see the factions. We have right now only the Germans, and we can decide if we want to, tax them a lot or not. So if I go over here, they are not taxed at all, right? So that means their trust is going to go up. And if I go over here, then their trust is going to go down, but I'm going to get more money. I think we're going to go in the middle, which is get a bit of money and no impact on trust. I can also expel them, by the way, if I don't like them, and I can see where they are. They are over here. This is the only faction we have right now. You need to increase the attractiveness to get more factions, and in particular with this quarry over here, and also with these cutting camps. Maybe that is why it's a bit hard to get more factions right now. Okay, we got 500, so we can finally do the beams now. Let's go. Up, accept. And as I said, this is our first real production chain, right? We do need a few more workers to be able to build it. So let's give it a second. We need 1 more actually, to be more precise. Let's go, let's go. Okay, so this one, a couple of important elements. The first thing, let me show you over there, is you don't, oh, it doesn't actually, no, wrong one. Carpentry. This building does not need to be built close to the harvesting building. So it's not like you have to put it next to your woodcutter. You can put it a bit anywhere you want. It does create negative attraction, right? So you want to put it outside of your city as much as possible. So I feel like over here is a good corner. We'll just need to unpause this. All right. And then, no, wrong one, sorry. Carpentry. Then can I fit it there? That would be amazing. I can fit it over here. No. Okay, it's not too bad. It is a bit wasting space, but anywhere else that's even better. I don't want to build here. Oh, over here maybe? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, done. So with this, and then that way I can also pause this one again. So with this, we're gonna start making those beams. We're going to use some of the wood. So now you're gonna see that instead of producing 10 woods per cycle, we're gonna start producing a bit less than that. And we need to make sure that we're still in positive, of course, otherwise we're gonna be empty in terms of wood at some point. Our forum has been built. So if we look over there now, we are perfect on health. We're perfect on creativity. Oh no, we're not actually perfect, sorry, my bad. But we're not too bad. And then these ones are okay-ish. And then belonging is neutral. So we need to be careful, and here it is, our second faction. Now, one thing we have to be careful is that they're going to be living just next to the Germans. So we need to check if they are actually friends with the Germans. I mean, they're not friends, but they're also not, you know, unfriendly. So hopefully they won't fight right away. If they do, that's going to enable me to show you about factions fighting. So I guess it's a bonus in all the ways. We're getting close to this, so we definitely have more than 300, but we need 50 beams, so it's gonna take a few minutes to get there. All right, and while this is happening, how much was it taking again to upgrade the blueprint? It was taking also 10 rubbles, so maybe we should get rubbles going. It requires 500 blueprints, so we're not there yet, but in terms of resources, it's actually not that bad. So that's good. We just need to get to 500, and then I can do that second production chain too. Okay. What else? Over here, these are the bonuses that we have. In terms of cultural influence, we're still at the basic level there, so we don't have any. What should we be doing? Maybe cultural building, service building, unlocking, yeah. And then we do have a few satisfaction bonuses, right? These are the bonuses you can see there. So that's good. Okay. What else should I be showing you right now? I mean, we have definitely started this one, so that's good. They are not fighting yet. So the risk of incidents right now is okay. They are not fighting. Good. We can see over here we have 2 factions, right? And we can see their details. In the future, those factions are also be part of the Senate or, you know, the Parliament. But right now we haven't unlocked that yet. There's many things we haven't unlocked, in particular the wonders, even in services, there's still many things I want to show you, right? So this game definitely has a lot of that. We're starting to make more points, cultural points, right? So that's good. Oh no, is that the first tension? Yes. First tension between the 2 factions. When you have 2 factions and they're already fighting, that's not good. So if you look over here, you can see they're in tension with the Heliotes, and this one says they're in tension with the Germans. So we'll go over here. Now, because of this tension, right, they have more chances of creating bad things. They're also, their trust, I think, is going to decrease. You can see minus 0.1. The only good thing is, I think, because these guys were very happy before, they are still gaining some trust, but not a lot. We're getting more points. Interesting. But yeah, basically they're fighting, so it's not great. You can do a couple of things. One is we could expel one of those 2, and so the other one obviously then would be happy. We could also in the future in the Senate pass some laws to make them more friendlier. We don't have access to that right now, so I think these are the only 2 things we can do. One thing to note though is in the cultural influence, if you look, have 2 faction in tension actually gives us points, give us cultural points. I think it's per turn. So, you know, I think for now we're gonna keep it like this. I don't have huge risk of fires and riot right now. So it's gonna create a bit of cultural points, and at some point if they really get, you know, mad, really mad, then we can do something about it. And then last but not least, we have finally enough to upgrade our center to level 3. It's going to cost us, of course, some turns, some resources, but it's going to increase the attraction. It's going to increase the radius of security. So let's definitely do it. It's going to take a few turns. So let's give it a second. We still good on food? Oh, we're not good on food. Nobody told me anything. Okay, we need a new farm. So do we have a good place to put a farm? Here would actually be a good place. I don't remember if farms are going to destroy the forest or not, but that sounds like a good place. I want to put, let's try it. Let's try it. We're gonna put not too many fields as always. I don't think we can build fields afterwards, by the way. I think that should be an option.
I don't know why we can't. In my opinion, that should be an option, but yeah, I get that the devs are also choosing what they want to be an option and what not. Like same for the roads, you know, I do think maybe it should cost a lot of gold or something, but you should be able to destroy some roads that you really don't like this one for me is a terrible road. I don't like it at all. I would love to be able to delete it. And yeah, here it is. We've done the chapter 7. We've unlocked many new things like tilery, brickworks, many new cultural buildings. We've unlocked the Senate, where we're gonna be able to make laws. So a lot of new things. The circle has increased also, right? So you can see that, for example, I think now this guy here is pretty much useless because we're already getting there. I don't know if we can delete it. It's gonna cost us 20 golds. That's not too bad. If we want to make it, it's gonna take 6 cycles. If I want to put more people on it, then it's gonna take less, like 1 cycle in this case. No, so more people, more gold, sorry. And if I want to also recycle, meaning get some of the resources back, then again, this is going to cost me more gold and more workers. I think these are very basic resources, right? It was wood and stone, so I don't need to recycle, but I think the speed could be good. It's this way will be done very quickly. Done, you know, it just took one turn. So that's good. On this side, this is a bit the same for this one. Soon it won't be needed, but we can keep it for now. The farm, we're gonna check where it's going to build some fields. And we still haven't made the rubble, so let's do that very quickly before we forget. So a carver, 500, done. Production, where is it? Yeah, carver. So again, you want to put it, you know, into a place where you're using the space a bit like nicely. I'm thinking maybe there or where else? There's probably not, you know, space here. No, it's not there. And here I really want to keep this to expand my city in the future. We have a first district, by the way, outside of the walls. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're gonna put it there. So let's go rotate. Good. Build. Oh, statue of founder. Maybe let's build this. It is not actually that big. It doesn't cost that much, and it should jumpstart our attractiveness. I'm gonna put it on this side. Right there. 100 of attractiveness in a small radius. Oh, wait, can I build it over here actually? No, too small. The space is too small. Okay, let's go there then, it's fine. Okay, so quite some nice progress. Let's see. Oh, we did build there. I think there was some of the wood there, of the trees. So I do think putting a farm close to a forest you want to destroy, like a forest that's annoying you, could be a good idea. Yeah, it is taking this one. You can delete it one by, like you can delete this one if we don't want it, but let's keep it for now. It's fine. That should put us back into the positive. Not yet, but hopefully soon. So food is definitely one of those things you need to keep an eye on for sure. Because even now with 5, it's gonna be barely enough. So we're gonna need another food farm very soon. But I think this will have to wait for the next episode. So look at this. We have the statue of the founders. That is great. Getting a bit more of attractiveness. Yeah, good attractiveness in the center there. That's pretty cool. Here it's a bit negative, but it's fine. And yeah, in the next episode, we're definitely gonna want to start the Senate and a few other things. And we have also our first, I would call it quest, you know? It's a quest, the threat of Macedonia. We'll do it in the next episode. Please smash like button, tell me in the comments if you're enjoying, if you want me to go faster, slower, any questions, and I hope to see you next time.